Shane is 19 and lives at home with his mum, who is his full-time carer. As he's now reached school-leaving age, he's spent the last year working with Kate, his transition coordinator, to prepare his next steps for the future.
Shane's name was mentioned particularly as someone to get involved with in transition because Shane had experienced quite a negative transition really. He had moved into the local area from another area and gone up to the local college, and that unfortunately didn't work out for Shane, and Shane was left really looking for another educational placement, which then Shane moved into Crownbridge School, which was really successful. So it was thought that transition planning would be beneficial for Shane because he'd had that bad experience and no one wanted that to happen again. When I first got involved with Shane, he was at the stage where he was already thinking about what he wanted to do after school finished. And he had started to look at residential colleges. Shane didn't want to look at local college because he had tried that and it had failed for him. So Shane had looked at some residential colleges with some support from Careers Wales, and Shane had selected the college that he wanted to go to, which was Star College. And he was in the very early process of putting an application into Star College when I first met him.
The transition process is important in helping children and young people plan for their future, and the process also gives them the opportunity to understand when and why changes need to happen within their lives. In a recent focus group captured on video, Shane provided a really clear insight into why, at the point of finishing full-time education, he wanted to move on to a residential placement.
What's your plans for the future?
Well, I want to go to Star College as well, and I'm really looking forward to it because they work on your living skills, and I want to live by myself, and when I'm older, and another reason so I can get more physio.
Right.
To build my strength up a bit more.
We worked on transition planning with Shane. Then we took that transition plan into Shane's annual review in school, where there are lots of other people who could support Shane in transition there at the school, the education department, Careers Wales, obviously the school and Shane's family. So that's when Shane's plan first came out into the open really.
Having Shane's plan to work to meant that with Kate's support, the professionals responsible for his health and well-being could begin work to turn the plan into reality for Shane and his family. During Shane's final term at school, he was offered a place at Star Residential College.
Shane's had quite a supportive team behind him in supporting his transition plan. Careers Wales have done a huge piece of work for Shane in getting the funding bid together, because the quality of that bid is really important for Shane to be able to get the funds in. Shane's social worker then has had to take the percentage that social services need to pay to a funding panel, and she's had to put quite a lot of work into doing that, and that was successful obviously as well for Shane to get his funding. So there's been a lot of professionals in the background that have worked really hard on Shane's behalf. I think schools played a huge part, and Shane has grown in confidence tremendously since being at that school, and I think maybe without that support he wouldn't have ever been in the position to even think about going away from home. So I think they've done a really good piece of work with Shane as well. So Shane's transition to be a success really is dependent on a lot of people in the background working towards this for him.
Initially, the main element of the work regarding Shane's plan involved making sure that the funding was available to pay for the placement. However, now that's been agreed, work on Shane's transition to residential college still continues.
Shane's recently seen his OT, and she's assessed Shane's needs and feels that he needs a new chair, so she's doing that part of the plan. I'm also hoping to get some input into the type of physio that Shane's having now, so all that information could go into the plan and go up to college with him, so people can just pick up with where he is now and what his aims are for the future in terms of his physical needs.
Recently, Shane spent a week at the college, which has proved really successful in preparing him for the forthcoming move.
Well, when I went there for the week, they made me feel really welcome, so I wasn't so nervous, and they've explained to me what's going to happen when I go there, and what time we have dinner and stuff like that.
He came back absolutely thrilled with the experience. He couldn't wait to go, and was really up for it. I think it really focused Shane on, yes, that is what he wanted and it was the right place for him. That was really nice to see.
Making plans about how he'll stay in touch with those that have helped him make the move will also be really important when he gets to college.
Even though I think I won't be nervous, I know I will. I'll just pretend I'm not nervous so she don't get worried and start crying. But I miss the old lady because she's been there for me all my life, so. I stay in touch with my mum by texting and phoning and on Facebook.
Plus I'll
Can
go
go and see me.
visit him, because you can go there.
Because she's got to drop my Xbox off.
Yeah.
When Shane goes to college, I'm not quite sure how my role will pan out really. It depends on how much support Shane needs. I certainly hope to go up to college to see him up there and see him settled. And I know within the first few weeks Shane will have a review to see how that's going, and I intend to be part of that. And really to just keep in touch with Shane and see how it's going for him and what he needs and what support he thinks I could be to him.
We could spend a day together, but I'm not going to do that until I'm sure that, you know, he's settled there and he's not going to get upset. Yeah.
We're also, as a transition project, we're hoping to set up a Facebook page because lots of young people have told us that's the way they like to communicate. So I'm hoping perhaps we can keep in touch with Shane through that.
While Shane's Taster Week at Star College was really beneficial in preparing Shane for what to expect when he gets there, there's still some work that Shane and Kate will need to do before the move.
Next piece of work I'll do with Shane now in preparation for his move up to college will be really trying to focus down on the nitty-gritty in his plan, the little things that can make a difference when he's there. I've learnt through planning with other people of the things that can go wrong when they go away to residential college. Things like, is it the right type of food? Is it the right type of routine? What are those little things that need to be in place that are really going to make a difference and make him feel comfortable and make that transition a smooth one?
Transition has been quite a negative issue for Shane in the past, but it's clear that being supported to make life-changing decisions has been really beneficial for him. Shane is now looking forward to his move to college and the opportunities for improving his skills, confidence and independence.
I think the transition plan has helped Shane to focus on what he wants and the different areas, and also helped Shane to understand who the different people who would need to support him are in those different areas.
Going to college will mean big changes for Shane and changes for his mum and family. It's really important that family members are involved and can see the benefit of the transition plan too.
It's nice that you have a period of time to introduce yourself to what are going to be major changes.
Whereas before, I wouldn't even thought about going to college. Transitions really helped me to open my eyes.